So we're just doing a tier list of.
It's a Michael Jackson tier list.
That's a Michael Jackson tier list.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be, if I ever get any viewers, and we need them, please. It's gonna be a console tier list. You should just did every
Welcome
video
back.
game ever. What do you mean, welcome
I don't
back?
have
We never
the
left.
I don't have the time for that.
I don't have the brain power for that.
Quite frankly, it is almost 9:30 at night, and I'm an old man. So I don't know if this is I don't know if we'd have the time for that.
It's true. It's true. I'm going to. I was going to make another list of just a copy, because like the Series S, but I do.
You do what?
I almost want to take off FDCBAS.
You can change it if you want.
I'll leave it as is. All right, Xbox Series S.
Is that what that one is?
Yeah.
Dude, after Xbox One came out, I honestly started fucking losing track of like what.
All right. So check it. So the Series S was put out as a quote-unquote affordable version of the X, but it did have downgrades. It was better than the One. Because what ended up happening was there was a better graphics chip, there was a better CPU, and there was an SSD for better loading in games. The Series S did take a bigger graphical hit than the X, but they started making games and then making a second version that was an S or X version.
Just like, why does it look like that? The console itself. Why does it look like a weird like rectangle with a circle on the side?
Have you seen what the X looks like?
That's the one that's more like a rectangle, right?
Like a fridge, yeah.
That one.
I don't know why, because I guess styling wasn't important.
You know, I feel like they could have at least made the circle like have the X logo on it. Like at the very least, like that's what I would have done. You know?
Forgettable.
Yeah. Yeah, I think forgettable, honestly, for me.
I would I'd put noteworthy.
Noteworthy?
Yeah, because it was like it was Xbox being like, we get it, people can't afford $500. This is like a $200 console or like $300 or something like that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Hold on, I don't have my phone. Series S. Oh no, wait, they did just price hike it again, so it's not affordable anymore. So it's forgettable.
Oh, that's right. Because in the year 2025, game consoles get more expensive the longer they're out. Look at a PS5.
Looking at you, PS5. Hey, you bought one.
I did before it was more expensive than it was when it came out.
Which is wild.
I had to play Death Stranding too. I'm sorry.
Ironically, the one you bought for the normal price didn't work.
Yeah.
Why'd you pause? It felt like I broke your heart with that.
Don't remind me.
Don't ever bring it up again.
Yeah, I know. Actually, to fill people in, like I bought there was a PlayStation 5 that was at Half Price Books, which is like a store out here. And, you know, they sell, you know, like used consoles and stuff sometimes. When people bring them in, they'll buy them. And it was only like $50 cheaper than like a new PS5. So I got this one from Half Price Books, and I quickly figured out why it was there, because the GPU was like shot on it entirely.
So Volt, you know, when I go and buy a phone, I usually get a haircut while I'm in the store. I'm just saying.
Did I just have a stroke? What are you talking about?
Like, you went to a half-price book place that it was like, I should buy a console.
Well, they have like old games and stuff there too. Like they buy that stuff.
Those are more likely to work though.
That's true.
I wonder.
Look, point is, I was able to buy it, and I didn't have the receipt, and the manager was cool about it. I didn't know. I didn't tell them it was broken. I just told them I changed my mind on it, and I still feel immense guilt to this day.
I'm gonna have to edit that out. I don't want you in trouble. It's staying in. All right.
I
The
don't think the
second
manager will ever see
Dreamcast.
this video, so we're fine.
It's gonna be 10 years down the line. He's like, that asshole,
That mother,
that stupid bitch.
that son of a bitch.
I'll get him. I'll find him. What's his
So
name?
okay, so
Bolt?
here's what we need to decide.
Okay.
Do we want the D ones to be like actually bad or like? Because the Dreamcast, I would say, is definitely obscure, but it's not like I wouldn't say it's like a bad console. You know what I mean?
So
I would say it's noteworthy, but also obscure.
I never owned a Dreamcast.
Me neither, but it did have Seaman on it, so
I wanted a Dreamcast. To this day, I still want a Dreamcast.
I think I would like to have a Dreamcast at some point. If I were to like, if I wanted to like, if I could own every console, I would own a Dreamcast, but Dreamcast
Facts.
would not be my first choice in collecting consoles. You know what I mean? I would
Uh,
want to get like other ones first.
that's wild because it would absolutely be my first choice.
Okay, that's fair.
Um, I'm putting Beloved because you know what? I'm a oh, fuck. I do think you're right. All right, because I'm thinking of the grand scale of things. The reason
Right.
it wasn't around that long was because it didn't sell well.
Yeah.
But
Because
everyone
at the
who
time,
had
people were
one,
just like, "What
yeah,
is this?"
at when it came down to it, people who had it fucking loved it. And everyone looks back on the Sega Dreamcast like, yo, this was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
It was great. That's why I'm like, I want it to be an S tier because it was that good. Um, but if we're talking time period and in the scale, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll agree with you.
No
I'll
way.
agree with you here.
Also, do me a favor. You type nostalgic 0 in the A tier.
Oh shit!
Oh.
So adding more. No,
Oh.
no, please, not this.
All right. What's up? What is this? Is this the PSP
It's a
or the
PlayStation
PSVR?
Portable. You might,
PlayStation
you know
Portable
what?
was pretty sick.
That's S tier, man. You had
Yeah.
Dissidia, you had Peace Walker. You know, you had a bunch
Yeah.
of games coming to it.
Well, and
Birth by
even just
Sleep.
like as like a piece of hardware, it was like also
It was
like
good,
fairly
man.
impressive for the time. Like this was been like when did the PSP come out? 1 second. PSP was
I've got a family to feed.
2004. Like flip phones were still a thing back then, and this thing was coming out. So
Oh man, that's right. I didn't even need
I,
a phone. It could play music
it's
and
at least
and
it's
movies.
yeah, exactly. It was a multimedia machine. Like at the time, like
Dude,
that's kind of crazy.
you know what
So
else was? The Philips CDI S tier.
I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
I think I just threw up in your mouth too. But I think this is S tier. I
Yeah,
wanted
the
nothing
PSP is
more
pretty cool.
than to own Crisis Core and a PSP.
Oh,
And
I just want like a PSP because I hear like they're great, like like homebrew machines, like for emulation and stuff.
oh, whoa. We don't use that illegal term here.
Emulation is not illegal.
It's not.
Pirating games is, which I would never do because I'm a good little boy.
You got me there. All right. So the Xbox 360.
Which one?
But
is
no,
that?
hold on. The PSP is just great. It's all around great. It had so many titles coming to it from AAA developers at the time that it was absolutely wild. God of War was on it. Killzone was on it. You know what I mean? Um,
Mm-hmm.
It was just everything was coming to it, and it had like older games too. Like I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy VII went to it. I'm pretty sure um it had its own little big planet. It was really good. It was really really good. I spent hours on my PSP.
Hell
Oh, it
yeah.
had like the Naruto games too. Holy shit, I love those games. Fuck, dude. Yeah, S tier, man. Fuck everyone. This is my
I,
tier list now.
like
S
when
tier.
I was a kid, I had like a DS at that stage, right? Or like the Game Boy Advance or whatever else was out in
Mhm.
2004. But like if I were an adult back then, I would love to have a PSP.
If you if you put in front of me now or even back then, and you put a DS in front of me versus a PSP, I'd probably go to the PSP.
Yeah.
100%. And that's
Yeah,
nothing
I
against
think I
Nintendo.
would
They
as
had
well.
great titles, but I'm like, you could almost put any game against it, and I'd be like, I would want the PSP. Like, if you're like, I'm trying to think of my favorite DS game. If you're like Mario 64 DS or Dissidia, I'd like Dissidia. The fuck you mean?
I think I'm
Peace
the
Walker.
opposite as far as like the games go because like the DS had so many like unique and like awesome
Bangers.
games too.
Bangers,
But
man. Cooking Mama.
yeah. Anyways, we'll get to the DS here shortly. It's coming up.
Ooh, yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
there. Ooh.
Which Xbox is this?
This
That's
is the
right there. Which
360.
Xbox is this?
This is like the final iteration of the 360.
It is. That looks like the Xbox One.
That was the point.
Oh,
Because that
why is
controller is a
Microsoft
little
like
like
this?
rounder, a little more.
Oh, that is like the weird like Xbox 360. Okay. I barely remember this one. Honestly, this one's like forgettable
So
for me.
I'll tell you why you barely remember it. Because they put out the Slim that had
Yeah.
like the middle concave. I just burped in the
Yeah,
mic. I'm
yeah.
sorry, everyone.
It was like an hourglass shape. I remember
Yeah,
that
and it
one.
was like, whoa, what the fuck? And then they put out
Yeah.
this, and this was not as cool.
Okay. Yeah. F for forgettable.
Whoa. Is there other 360s on here? Oh
There
shit.
are. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, forgettable. Fuck this one.
Yeah. F for forgettable.
Fuck that one. Um.
That. Yeah.
Yeah.
F for
I,
forgettable.
yeah. F for forgettable. Throw that shit in the trash. I'm sick of Xbox 3. Anyway,
All right. Game Boy Advance SP. I mean, this one's an obvious S tier
I'm not gonna.
for
I don't
me,
want to put it
anyways.
S tier, and I'll tell you why.
Ooh.
Because I like this way better.
You prefer that form factor?
I never had one, but yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
Um, but I will say this. Um, I think if we do that, we should just rank them both right now, and just we could put them in the same thing because they do the same thing.
Yeah, it really is just down to the form factor.
Yeah, it's
So,
like the DS versus the DSi. Well, one of them had
yeah,
internet. Okay, they play the same games though. We're not arguing 3DS versus DS. So what I would say, would you say S tier?
I mean, for the Game Boy Advance overall, I would say it's at least an A tier. Yeah.
I can get down with that. Zero
Okay.
Mission, fucking Fusion, the Kirby games.
Hmm.
SNES games were being ported, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and the NES Classic
All of it was
series.
being ported.
I had Zelda 2 on my Game Boy Advance. I was way too
A
young
Link
to
to the
play that game and
Past.
have any fun, dude.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Link to the Past, Minish Cap. I mean, not to mention all the Pokemon games that were on
Donkey
there.
Kong
Like,
Country.
yeah.
All right, so let's just put the Super Nintendo S. No. Um. All right, the DSi.
DSi for me, that one is an S tier, but
DS
it was
was
because
good.
of. I mean, like you said, it plays the Game Boy. I'm sorry, the DS games, but it did have its own functionality in that it had like the camera and the internet access
I think there was meant to
and
be.
like Flipnote. I spent hours on Flipnote Studio.
I
That
think
was
there
that
was
was what
meant to
I
be.
that was like the most on the internet that I was back in that day because I didn't
Dude,
have my own
Flipnote
computer
Studio
and
was
stuff.
so fire.
Flipnote Studio was like my YouTube, man.
That was like
And
me
there were so
watching
many people.
ASDF stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and there were so many people like porting, like making flip notes of YouTube videos that I wouldn't learn about that they were YouTube videos until much later on.
What about the
So
creepy
like
Luigi? Where it's like tall and
Luigi,
yeah. He's like
Ouija.
spaghetti.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Ouija.
Oh my god. I hate him. I love him though.
What other DSs are there on here? Real
So
quick.
these were the two images. And I was like, I think one's meant to be like a regular DS, but they didn't.
I think one's the DS Lite. Unless oh no,
That's the
those are the
same
same
picture.
images.
Yeah. Because they have the
That's the same
3DS and the
picture.
3DS XL, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
Is there another? Well, there's another Game Boy Advance. Okay.
Oh, the person who made the tier list wasn't paying much attention. Yeah, there's another SP in there as well. I wonder if there's this is all duplicates. I think there's duplicates for this whole thing.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go.
Okay.
But I'm just thinking, he's like, what's a console that should be on the tier list? The Dreamcast. All right, cool. Nintendo DS, definitely. Xbox 360, definitely. Oh, the Dreamcast, duh. Why
Oh,
am I
you gotta
thinking
put
of
the
that?
DS on there. You gotta.
Oh, dude, you're so right.
All right, let's keep going. Then if we get duplicates, we'll figure
I'll
it
just
out.
move them around. I'll just put them in forgettable. Sega Genesis.
So this was the. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Genesis was the second generation of Sega consoles, right? Because it was the Mega Drive
think
before this
so.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was like the Sega equivalent of the Super Nintendo.
Yes.
Okay. See, my only experience with this is the AVGN. So when I see the Sega Genesis, I just think of the Sega CD add-on, which makes it look like a toilet. And the nerd takes a giant shit in it, which is really funny.
I just make a new tier list that's like poopy ass dicks. Sega Genesis just goes
A
in
new
there.
tier. What were they thinking?
But it's like, it's between B and A. So does that mean it's bad? No, it's just poopy ass dicks, man. What are you talking about?
Let me look up.
Dude, you don't know Sega the cool spot? You got Lion King, you got Dick Tracy, you got
Action
Sonic.
52.
What really? What is that?
I mean, the Sonic games were on there.
I'm gonna do this. A tier. I was a Nintendo kid.
I would say put it in B tier. It's the Sega Genesis.
Well, what are you gonna put above it? A CD?
Wait. See, but it can't go above the Dreamcast.
That's what I'm saying.
Put it in obscure.
The Sega?
Yeah, not because it's shitty, but because it is like it's more like lost to time, in my opinion.
I get with that. I'll put this back. You know what? I'll put it
No,
there.
it was in C tier. It was in C tier.
I just want it higher because it's so pretty.
I bump it up to B then. It is the
All right.
Dreamcast.
It's the Dreamcast. Come on.
It's the Dreamcast.
Come on.
Come on. I'm looking at like prominent Sega Genesis games, and it's like nothing I've ever heard of.
Did you grow up with... Okay.
I did not. Granted, I did not grow up with it.
Did you have a Genesis, though?
No, I did not.
I had a Genesis.
You did.
I just played a Super Nintendo.
Well, there you go.
That's why I'm like...
Dude, you didn't play Quackshot starring Donald Duck from 1991?
I can't say I did.
You didn't play Comics Zone from 1995?
I was also born in 97, dog. Like, I don't know what you want from me.
What about Taz in Escape from Mars? I could go
I think
on.
I did have that one, actually. I think
Anyways,
I did
let's
have
put
Taz.
Just put the PS2 in S tier real quick.
And
then
you know what? I can't. Hold on. Uh,
you moving it
it's
like
high
that?
S tier. Oh yeah,
Oh shit.
that's closest to
Okay.
godliness right there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is the PS2.
Oh shit! Wait,
What?
it's the slim.
That's
Oh
the PS2 Slim.
shit!
Oh shit.
You know what?
Which one was better? I don't know.
I
I
think they
really
did the
want to have
same
a
thing.
PS2, but
When I was
I know
younger, I was like, "There's a
wasn't one of
bigger
them more
one."
reliable?
It was probably the slim.
That would be my guess because it was the later model,
Yeah,
but I don't know. Either way, but it's PS2.
I had a silver one. And it was cool.
Ooh.
So cool, right? All right, Xbox.
OG Xbox. That was one of the consoles that I had growing up. Battlefield 2, Lego Star Wars, Fusion Frenzy, Halo. I didn't play Halo when I was growing up, but like knowing about it now, Halo, um, Project Gotham Racing, Mech Assault. You ever played Mech Assault?
No, I did not. So I got the Xbox very late.
Yeah.
Because Pop's family, since he's my nephew,
Mm.
he they upgraded to the 360, so we got the Xbox.
Mm.
And we
I
got Halo
see.
2, we got the map pack, but we didn't have a
Yeah.
whole lot of Xbox games.
There were so many good Xbox games.
Hey, yo, hold on. I
So
just thought
many.
of something.
What's that?
Dreamcast needs to go to A tier for Jet Set Radio, dog. Alone.
Oh, you're right.
It's gonna.
Welcome to the inconsistent tier list.
Welcome to
The Dreamcast keeps moving up.
the tiers list because I'm
You might
crying.
as well just make another tier above S and just call it Dreamcast, I guess, if you really
I.
want to.
You know what? I am. That's. How do I make another one? How do I?
Click on the gear. Click on the gear. Add row above.
All right, and this is gonna be
Just Dreamcast.
Dreamcast. We're just gonna. Boom.
Wait, change the color.
Yeah, I
Change
am.
the
I'm gonna
color.
change it. What do you think it should be?
Make it white. Make it
White.
white.
Oh.
White
Oh
for the
yeah.
Dreamcast. There you go.
I love that. That's good.
All right.
And you know what? Just gonna. There another one?
There
I'll
it
find
is.
you, fucker.
It's one Dreamcast up there for every 10 that were sold in the lifetime of the console.
It's so true though. I think it sold. I think one game sold more than the Dreamcast sold itself.
I think you're right.
But it's when you brought up Lego Star Wars, I was like, play it on the GameCube.
Yeah, and it was starting to get into the age where like a lot of games were cross-platform.
Yeah, it's absolutely true.
But like
Halo, man.
the Xbox was like among my definitive childhood consoles for me. Like for me personally.
It wasn't amongst my definitive childhood, but Halo was.
Yeah.
And wherever you decide this, I am full support.
Yeah, I think A is a good place for it.
I agree. A is
Because again, like
fitting,
a lot of the
it's
games
good.
were available on other platforms.
It's nostalgic. It
yeah.
still had, I'm pretty sure, it had Crazy Taxi on it. A lot of arcade games were being ported over to it still.
It had
Simpsons Hit and Run was on
Madness.
it. Or Road Rage.
I played Simpsons Road Rage. Yeah, was the one I played.
Yeah.
The Crazy Taxi knockoff.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff about the Xbox. But yeah, like you said, this had a lot of stuff that it was no longer just strict to that console anymore. Like I'm pretty sure Resident Evil 4 was on the Xbox as well. I could be wrong.
I don't know if it was.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was. But it was definitely the era of just kind of like more developers versus consoles.
Yeah.
All right. Nintendo
The
Wii.
Wii.
Just gonna until you have a
You don't
different
think
opinion.
you don't think the Wii's an S tier?
No, and I have a very good reason why.
Okay, let's hear it.
I think the GameCube is vastly better than the Wii.
Why is that? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just asking why.
Um, because the Wii did not feel enough like a bigger gap power wise between the GameCube to the Wii. And the biggest gimmick was motion controls that didn't work half the time.
I mean, as far as the power, I would definitely agree with that because the Wii and the GameCube are like practically the same hardware.
Because the GameCube for Nintendo set the bar high,
Right.
and the GameCube didn't even do that well.
Yeah, it did not.
But everyone either had a DS or a Wii in their house because those were the perfect. The DS was the perfect kid to early teen console, and the Wii was the perfect family console.
Yeah, it was.
And you
which
still
I think is
got
why it deserves to be higher.
Resident Evil, Call of Duty on it, shit like that.
Yeah.
What about your opinion on it?
Wii Sports Resort,
Ooh, you know what? Dreamcast.
Guitar Hero,
Put it in Dreamcast immediately.
Smash Brawl.
I prefer Melee.
There's a lot of.
I'm lying. I like both.
I ain't gonna touch that issue. I think they're both fun.
I actually went back to Melee recently, and I was like, this kind of plays like shit. It's very stiff. Very. That's gonna get me some comments.
You're playing Melee after playing Brawl. You're like, where's my tripping? Why am I not able to trip randomly?
Where's my trip dash? This controller's busted. I'm not tripping.
I mean, but it's like the Wii was like, it was just the console to have. I feel like for so many people,
Oh man, WarioWare.
And again, like they just, there was that whole thing back in the day about like, oh, it's alienating the hardcore audience or whatever. But like,
fuck the hardcore audience. Eat a dick.
I don't think that matters, honestly. Not at this point.
I almost said KYS, and I was like, I can't do that. I'm so sick of that shit too. It's like, where's the hardcore audience? And I'm over here grabbing my nuts like, me, motherfucker, look at this. I'm the hardcore audience.
Yeah. And I mean, like back at the time, that was like a bigger topic of debate because the companies were still catering towards that audience. But it's like gaming nowadays is so much more like open to everybody. So
oh yeah. I think that's what I like too, like especially with like indie devs.
Yeah.
Like I just bought. I don't know if you ever heard of it. A Hat in Time.
I have heard of that. Yeah, I've got that game on Steam actually.
Oh, we should play it. We should play multiplayer sometime.
I barely played it.
Same. No, it's okay. Yeah. Me too. But it's got multiplayer, and I'm like, dude, that'd be so good. But like that, like looking at that game and go, oh, that's endearing. Or like Spark the Electric Jester, which is like the good levels of like Sonic Adventure 2 and shit, just like spaced out a little better, so the speed's more bearable to handle. Like and these are getting good, man. And these are getting really fucking good.
Yeah, they've been good.
Anyway, so back to the actual console tier list. Fuck the indies. So the Wii U.
The Wii U. I've never played a Wii U once. Yeah, I think that's where it deserves to go. Honestly.
I will say this. I think the Wii U's great. I liked it. My brother owned one. He had Smash U. Star Fox Zero was on it. I heard that game's just okay. Like, it's not that great. But it had, I don't know, man. Splatoon kicked off on it.
Breath of the Wild was on there.
Breath of the Wild. I don't
before
give a fuck
it came out on
that.
Switch.
I had it on the Switch.
But that's where it came out. So
yes. Yeah. Oh, Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD. Have you seen Wind Waker HD?
I have.
That
It
game's
does look really good.
gorgeous. It's so
Yeah.
fucking gorgeous.
I mean, the original Wind Waker was already gorgeous, and then you make it, you
Dude,
update the graphics a
go
little bit, and
back
there you go.
to play the HD one and then go back to the GameCube one. You're gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? When you play the HD one, it's like it's what I remember the game looking like.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
fuck, dude. I just I don't want to say this on the video. I emulated the HD one, and
Yeah,
I was like, oh fuck yeah.
nice.
I did it on my laptop and it was gorgeous because it scales. You know, like
Hmm.
that's my least favorite, but I get it. Thing about emulating is like anything text that are pixels or something like that stays shitty resolution because it
Yeah,
gets expanded. The pixels kind of just blow up. Um,
yeah.
but the games usually look so fucking good.
Hmm.
All
You can
right.
turn on all the fancy graphics and stuff, and the
Oh yeah, yeah.
widescreen hacks and stuff
Like,
like
hey,
that. Yeah.
here's a 120 FPS. I'm like, ooh. All right, PS4.
PS4. So I mean, the PS4 definitely came out when I didn't care about consoles at all during that time period.
Did you have
I
a
was
PC at
playing
that
on
time?
PC. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you think of PS4, what games do you think of?
God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Infamous Second Son, Little Big Planet.
Elden Ring came out on the PS4 as well, right?
Yeah,
Or was that a backport?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
No,
When
that's
did the PS4 come
PS5.
out?
But we got Dark Souls 3 on that.
PS4. When did the PS4 come?
2014.
2014.
2014 to 2015.
2013 to 2014. Wow, it's been out that long. God, I am getting.
What did it say?
Yeah, November of 2013.
Boom!
Okay, so it was okay. So I think I didn't even have like a proper gaming PC at that point, but I still just was like playing games on my laptop and stuff.
Amen. But like, this era was really weird for a lot of my memories from this time of gaming was Dragon Ball Xenoverse. It was Destiny. It was
I mean, the
because truly you got
competitor
it.
for this generation was the PS or the Xbox One, right?
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
this is where things kind of blur with me because while it seems like, well, yeah, the PS4 was that long ago, and so was the Xbox One. Even though the Series X is a new console, not much has changed with the interface or how you interact with the Xbox. So to me, between the One and the Series X, nothing has changed.
Yeah, honestly, I think I feel the same way.
But the PS4 to the PS5 is vastly different. The interface is different. How you go through games is different. How your library is different. It has qualities that are the same, but it's
Yes,
a little different. Whereas the
I
one
would
and the
agree with
X are
that as
just
well.
it's and that I was talking with my I don't talk to him anymore, but I was talking with my friend about this at the time, and I was like, and he was like, "You do know it's a whole new console, right?" And I go, "Yeah, obviously," but it to me the Series X feels like what the one should have been. Not that at the time we had stuff strong enough to sit there and go, ooh, 60 FPS and 4K and blah, 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 blah. Because the Series X can do ray tracing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But what ended up happening with the one, and don't quote me on this, I'm what I think happened with the one, what I think I heard happened with the one is a better way to put it, is they made budget cuts. So it was more affordable, but it was still expensive. and the PS4 seemed like a vastly better option. I'm pretty sure
Well, I
the
mean, the Xbox
Xbox
One,
One.
it also came with the Kinect and stuff, right? But there was that whole.
Ew,
There was also like of a time where it was like this console has to be connected to the internet to be used, and
ew, ew,
like that was like a
ew,
I still think that's a bad thing personally, but that was like a
ew.
big like scandal at the time.
Oh my god, yeah, that's right. And they were
Yeah,
like, you can game share, which still goes on.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
which actually game share is a really cool feature. It's like the Steam library thing, but
yeah.
better,
Oh, and
I would argue.
I'm sitting here like trying to think of like games that came out of the PS4. Fucking Death
Last of
Stranding came out
Us,
of the PS4.
Death Stranding, that's right.
Very much towards the end of the lifespan of the PS4.
Technically
But
speaking, Metal Gear Solid 5.
yeah, yeah. Like those are some pretty good games as
No,
well.
wait, not technically speaking. It was Metal Gear Solid 5 because I'm mixing that with the PS3.
Metal Gear Solid 5 came out in 2015,
Yeah,
right?
that was PS4. I don't,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. I forgot it had a backward port, and it was actually really good.
Oh, I see.
Um,
PS4, I mean, honestly, like nowadays, I am more inclined to like I would say I'm more of a PlayStation guy than an Xbox guy. Like PlayStation just feels like more of a console, of a games console nowadays than the Xbox does. Like you said, partially I think because it's just like they're still changing it. They're still like trying out some new things. And
Xbox right now is grasping at straws,
yeah,
but
it's just
there's nothing in the
they
cup.
can't decide what they want to be. They want to be a video game console, but they also want to be like a streaming platform, but they also want to be like a home media center.
They want to
But also
be
you can
like
play all these games
Disney.
on your computer anyways, so why do you need an Xbox?
Xbox wants to
But
be a
also we're
monopoly,
Microsoft.
but it's
So
just
we're gonna
not.
yeah, then yeah, exactly, because it's Microsoft. Like
The thing
they
is
just
with it
I
too
feel like they've
is
just
if they
completely given
stopped,
up.
if they stopped producing Xboxes, they'd be fine. It's Microsoft.
Yeah.
Everybody
Well, hell,
fucking
like
uses Windows. You know
like
what I mean?
honestly, yeah, no. I say I was like joking when it's like it seems like they've given up. But they're putting Halo on the PlayStation. They have given up. They don't care anymore. They're like, we don't care about video game consoles anymore. Who gives a shit?
So they were like, they go, our next console will be a premium next gen experience, and it's going to cost a pretty penny. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll just go buy a computer.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And that like the Series X, I like it a lot. I think it's great, but
Yeah.
just it didn't feel like
It just doesn't feel like a new console. It
it
just feels
doesn't.
like a different version of the old one.
It feels like what it should have been, and we're finally getting it. Whereas the PS5, I'm like, ooh, but then there's the
Yeah.
PS5 Pro, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck ever.
Ugh.
I'm so sick of it.
Pro. What does that even mean anymore? That doesn't mean anything.
It's like a
The
PS5,
the
but it drinks Mountain
professional
Dew and has a
the
headband on.
professional PlayStation 5 for professional PlayStation 5 players.
It's a PlayStation 5, but because it says Pro, it wears sweatbands.
Ugh. I think you can put PS4 in
F
at
tier.
least B
No,
tier.
we can put B tier.
At least B tier.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, so this alone has gone on for 38 minutes. I'm gonna split this.
Okay.
So goodbye.